Shalom, shalom, everybody. Today, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be adding some more supers, what we call supers. Actually, it's a box that carries frames. From the first one that you all saw me do, which was called the brood chamber. That's where we actually stuck our nukes into. Well, we're getting ready to add a super on top of the brood chamber. All right, so we have to make up, because we have 2 hives, we're going to need a total of 10 frames, which is this right here, each. So we're going to make a total of 20 of these. And these frames, what we're going to do is add a wax strip. I don't know if you all can see the comb. So we add these starter strips into the frames, and then that way the bees actually start to draw on that. They actually start to build their comb on top. So we have to make 20 of these, and how we do this is we take these starter strips, and normally what happens is the starter strip, I've actually cut these down. So I've made 4 pieces out of 1. So if you can imagine this being covered in with this, you can actually do that. But you know, I believe in being conservative and saving many of it when the bees will naturally do it themselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these starter strip, and I don't know if you can see the ridges that are in there, and we're going to put the starter strip on the inside, and we're going to lay them right in the groove. And this will kind of give the bees a kind of a guideline to follow in starting to make their comb, which, you know, for me, I say this: the bees know what they're doing. They've been doing it for thousands of years, and we don't have to teach them how to do what they've always done. But with these frames, since these frames are man-made and they're not natural to what the bees normally do, we do give them a starter. So I'll actually go inside and I'll melt some wax, and I'll pour wax down in the rim to keep this strip to stay in there, because it'll actually be hanging upside down, and this could actually fall out right now until it's melted in. So we'll be adding 20 of these to 2 hives today, because our hives are growing so quickly, which is great. And we say praise Yah for that, hallelujah, for allowing that to be so. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here, and we will pick back up at the hives when we start adding the supers on. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, everybody. We are back with the next video. On this one, we're going to be adding our supers to our hives. This right here is our brood box. This is where the queen is. She's laying eggs. Also pollen, putting pollen in both of these. And I don't know if you can see the traffic in the front of the hive. They're coming in and out with pollen. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our frames, these right here, and we're going to add a box with 10 more of these inside of them. And what we're going to do, I'll show you as we go through it. We're going to bring up some of the loaded frames that already have stuff in it. We're going to bring that up, and we're going to place it inside on the top box. So we're going to do an alternating sequence. We're going to put a full frame, an empty frame, full frame, empty frame, just like we did the first time when we started loading them in to the supers. So I'll show you some of the frames that they have worked on, that they've completed since we did this 2 weeks ago. So y'all's really allowing our hive to grow. Okay, son, you can start taking them. Okay, so as you can see, you smell that? I smell it. It smells like bananas, actually. A banana is the scent that they give off when they have danger, or when they are alerting other bees, and also just the smell from the hive itself. So it looks like the bees are pretty calm right now. They're not all flying up in our face. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and get a super box ready, and we're going to go ahead and start adding frames to it. So we're going to remove this brick, and as you can see, there are bees actually still on the lid, and so we'll leave them alone and let them do what they're going to do. Now, another thing I want to show you, any loose spots on the lid or what have you, anything where there's an opening where there's air can get through, if you can see this right here, they have waxed that area in so that there won't be a breeze or rain won't come in. See, there's another edge running through there. And so they're pretty smart in what they do. So we're going to sit this down, and they'll be fine staying on the box if they choose to, or they'll fly back into the hive.
You take the lid off of this one?
No, we're going to just work this one. So let's put that super on top of this. And they are very calm right now. I'm very surprised. Let's see. I'm gonna turn it this way. Of course, you can see there's a spider inside. Let's get that out. There's another spider inside. And one thing that you really have to watch with your hives is other insects will actually come in and try to take over your hive. So that's one of the negative things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a frame out, and then I'm going to replace where the frame that I took out with a clean frame that has nothing in it. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get started. You got the smoke around in case they start getting a little upset. They might get angry, but that's okay. That's why we have bee suits on, so they can get angry all they want. And I did get stung last week, I must say. I got stung on the knee, but it wasn't too bad. And if you so happen to be, if it's like poisonous to you, I would advise you not to get involved with a beehive, because it is possible that you're going to get stung, and that's okay. Okay, so what they've done is they've actually sealed these frames in, so I have to bust the seal around them, and they use that doing wax and honey. That's how they do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get one frame up, and they're probably not going to be too happy with me doing that, because they've started to get wax on the side of the wall. So that's really good. And I can already see that they have started making capped honey just from this frame right here. All right. Now take a look at that. All right, see, all this up top is honey. You can see on the other side. All of that is honey. Then there's brood. There's babies down there that they're making. So we're going to bring that over to the oven. And we're going to try to put them in the same sequence in which we take them out. Yeah, my son Yehuda, he's going to add another frame as I take one out. Then we're going to add, like I showed you on the beginning part of the video, as you see here, we've got a bee crawling on the camera, so if it walks across the camera, sorry about that, but this is beeswax, and this will get them started on the next one. And we will lower this one in. Watch out, bees, because it looks like I've crushed several of you at some point. And we just stuck another one in. So then, now we will go to the next one, and it looks like the next one is going to be pretty heavy. So we have to be very careful, because we don't want to hurt our queen, because she is the one that is going to be laying, or she's the one that is laying and causing production in the beehive. So we don't want to hurt her in any kind of way. So she's really stuck to the other. And as you can see, I've just made them mad because I wasn't able to get them totally off, huh? Yeah. Let's get a little, just a little smoke. Okay, come over here, Yehud, and hold this other side of the frame so I don't drop it. Okay. All right.
Got it?
Yeah, got it. So our queen is on here somewhere, and we don't want to hurt her. As you can see on this frame also, there is honey going across the top. There is brood, that's the caps on the bottom, that is going across. And on the same side, we see the same thing. So what we want to watch for are queen cells. Queen cells means that the bees are getting ready to prepare another queen, meaning that they may be getting ready to swarm. And swarming is what they do when they feel like there's not enough space in the hive for them. Okay, throw another frame on there. We probably need to do these pretty quick. And we throw an empty frame in its place. Alright, here's the next one. You'll see how full this one is. Now remember, some of these frames had nothing in it whatsoever. Look at that. See that? Look how busy they are. Now the queen is in there somewhere. I'm not really looking for her right now. You see the other side. The other side has honey in it that still hasn't even been capped. Go if you can take a look at that. All right. Okay. And that one. And I'm going to take this stuff off. It's actually called burr comb. That's actually comb that they've made with honey on it, and it comes out of the frame a little bit, and so you kind of want to get that cleaned off of there. So we're going to replace this middle, and I'll go real slow because I want the bees to move out of the way, and so that I don't crush them. Now, with that in there, what they'll do is they'll start making new comb on the new frames that I've just put in. Oh man, this one's really stuck together. I bet you this one has honey all in it. Wow, that's heavy. And you'll be surprised at how heavy these frames get. Once they start pouring honey in, I mean, they get real heavy. So you see, I'm trying to break this apart right now. Okay, grab that hook right there. No, just that. Yeah, hold that right there for me, so I can at least grab it. Okay.